Okay, g'day, 11th of February, Rudy here. Welcome to the Daily Investment Show, where we go through ASX US indices and subsectors and commodity prices. So solid day today for the ASX 300, up 1.5%. So up, testing the top of the dome. We're led by the financial sector, which was led by the King CBA. It's a solid takeaway was they beat expectations, and they reckon they're going to benefit from investments in AI and energy infrastructure to drive Australia's growth. Yeah, I'm still 50-50 on that. I think it's going to happen, but where's the energy that's going to back it all? Anyway, we haven't. I still haven't put a buy. Anyway, actually, I should. If you're wanting specific shares, ETFs, ASX US, join us. $10 a month, and I go through stuff like that. On my personal thoughts on actual shares and ETFs. The materials sector. So there's another solid day too. They're up 2%. The materials over the financial sector, so there's still, the trend is still up with materials outperforming financials. The energy sector, still probably my pet favourite at the moment, has not done a breakout yet. The gold miners index, so they had a solid day, up 3%, so the gold miners are back in business. The gold miners over the materials, so gold miners still the place to be over materials. The tech sector having a bit of a bounce. It would have to. So I think that there will be opportunities that pop up in that individual area there. The health sector, you probably can't see that anyway. It had a nice little bounce tail here, led by CSL. So CSL got hammered today. They missed guidance, but they said they're going to be on track for future, targeting 5% profit growth. So I'll give my views in the membership channel as to what my thoughts are. I did have a buy there. Okay, S&P 500's still range bound, waiting for direction either way. The Nasdaq, that's the same, still range bound. If we look at the materials, our materials sector over the S&P 500, so that's still where you want to be. US tech sector, XLK, so it's still capped by the dome there. Semiconductors, so they still look fine. The semiconductors over the tech sector, so whatever that's going up, it's generally positive for their tech sector. So the XLE, which is the American energy sector, so that's up. If we look at the energy sector to the tech sector, so a bit like ours, where well, the energy sector has been outperforming the tech sector, and I think that will continue. XLF, which is their financial sector, so sort of just hanging around there. If we look at the energy sector over their financial sector, it's a clear outperformance of energy over financials over there. Your super fund, so your super fund went up 0.5% today. The bias is you need to have your super fund with the materials weighting. We do that here on the channel with you don't need a self-managed super fund. We use Oz Super, Host Plus, the famous VGS. That doesn't look great. So again, if you got that old combo DHHF or whatever, you need a materials bent because they're outperforming VGS. Okay, so the US dollar, so it's coming back for a test of the lows. Aussie 1 year rate, so we've pulled off a bit. It probably looks like we're going to sort of consolidate around this 4.2-ish area. Japanese 10-year rates, so consolidating at their highs. Aussie dollar, so we're pushing through resistance here. So interesting. Probably positive news from Commonwealth Bank. Everyone thinks Australia is going gung-ho. Better invest there. Gold. So this is a daily chart. So we're sitting right at resistance now. Do I think it's going to crash? No. Have we done an A, B and maybe a C to test? Well, I thought that might have been an A, B, C to there. So we'll wait and see. Still long-term bullish. So Aussie dollar gold getting hampered by the rising Aussie dollar. Bitcoin coming down for that retest. So this will be interesting. See if it takes out those lows, and obviously that's very bad. Better come down here and start find a bottom. Maybe Bitcoin's a buy. Until then, gold over Bitcoin. You'd want to be in gold. Girlfriend, silver. Okay, so she shared that big A, B, C. I reckon that bottom. I reckon that's the bottom. Silver in China. So Chinese silver in USD. So $91. So the spread's gone back to normal. About an $8 difference between the US dollar converted prices, but they're paying a premium in China. The gold silver ratio. So I still think that this isn't a downward move. So silver to outperform gold. Get down to this ratio down here. Copper. So that's fine. It's consolidating nicely. That's all you want. Oil. Geez, it does look very nice. If you don't have anything exposure to energy, I think you're going to miss out. That's one big bottoming pattern there. Oil price to the S&P 500. So you can see potentially here we've got the oil price just itself going to outperform the S&P 500. Natural gas back at support, pretty volatile there. Iron ore. So iron ore looks like it's found its support, so that'll be good for our big boys. They still make good money even at these prices. Lithium. So lithium's having a bit of a pullback after a big run. Okay, spot uranium seems to have found a bit of a bottom there, so that's positive for uranium miners. Thermal coal, so struggled to break through, but still don't think it's going to crash. Coking coal, so it's just having consolidation. Nickel, So nickel's starting to have its, so see how it goes when it tests resistance here. And bauxite looks strong. Alright, that's your daily investment show. If you're interested in specific ASX US ETF shares, join us. $10 a month. Otherwise, see you tomorrow.